Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. You came with anything today? After all, what is a satsang? It is to point out again and again, for those who want to hear, that you are already what you search, you are already what you are. So all those feelings of I'm not yet there, I lost it, I gain it, all that is a story of the mind. And again, the indication is don't trust whatever the mind will tell about this. So that's a guru, it is not a person, it is a pointing out which appears when needed. And all the rest, you see, it's a style of life, it is the ways of everyone which can be different, So the ways are not important. What is important is if one still has this fantasy about himself, to work with one indication or two or quite a few words or quite whatever, because anyway it will not be provoked by many years in satsang, rather it will not be provoked by, we don't know, it can happen in any ways. So, and it is not necessarily in the length of things, but of course we have a life, so it takes a certain shape for everyone. But don't believe that a shape will make it. That's all if anything I have to add to, that's it. And that's why they say, don't make a cult of the finger, don't look at the finger, look where it points out. And that may take years, life, for a few to just click, and some it happens, and there is no law here, and in fact it doesn't matter. So here you are, it looks like it's your way, but yeah, I just want to tell that you are already that anyway. So is there any more clarity you need, anything which comes to you? Sukha. I have a vision. So nothing you want to ask means you don't even, so much you don't want to see that you would not even open a book about it, and there is nothing you want to, yeah.
Something wants to really express gratitude for the finger, because
That's
there's a real
natural.
recognition that there's nothing that the mind can offer. So trying to understand or trying to reach or trying to analyse. There's nothing that can be trusted by the mind.
Okay.
And there was so much gratitude. We recently went to England, and what arose was the identity of a mother, of a daughter, and it was very painful, and I was so grateful for that, because it really showed up the identity again, and to just fall back was just, it was beautiful. So grateful.
Yes, I just beautiful, yes. I understand that one has a natural gratitude wherever one has been helped even once. You see, I had a very good teacher, and I always, if I would, dead, but if I would meet today, I would have past something nice, you see? So in that way it's natural. What I want to say, know that all this suffering because identification came up and all that, and when it goes, know that it is part of the appearance too.
Thank you.
Yes. So, hear it. It would be wrong to say, oh, I wasted my time because I see I am what I am now. I mean, it would be as wrong as to say, oh, all this time brings me here. You see, it's not like that. There is nothing wrong, nothing right. That's the beauty. And why one takes this way, why another way, nobody chooses, it happens this way. So nobody is right or wrong. Yes. Yes, of the mind. Yeah, doesn't matter. Hi, Valmiki.
From not seeking to awakening.
You are awakened, but probably because of the seeking previously, you still wait for an event even though in the knowledge you know it's not an event, but still you must, you see? So know that it's part of this mind.
Okay, but I always read and hear
Okay.
that almost in the chronology or in the story of all the, let's say, realized people, there is always something that is called this no event or no experience or whatever afterwards, but before it's even written in many books and said, or even for the same realized people, that there is something
Which is called in the indication as waking up, you mean? There is something
waking
like
up
waking up.
and there is the
And why
let's say
don't you
a
wake...
very special something
No, but listen.
before, maybe later, okay, later it becomes a story, but
Yeah, but listen, why don't you wake up to what I tell you?
because I am,
Why?
because maybe I have very much printed this idea that
But this is the waking up. The waking up will not be an event.
this,
You heard that?
yes, this I
Okay.
understand. So I understand that.
Okay, but then why, when I told you that, what was you, what was it? Was there? When you hear, it is still printed, the waking up as an event, because the mind cannot conceive it otherwise, you see. In the mind, what does it mean waking up? If you wake up, it means you were asleep or dreaming before. Yeah? It looks like that. But this is the utmost understanding of the mind. Now, what are the pointings? The pointings use the ways of the mind to point something which cannot be taken by the mind. Okay? And that pointing is to tell you this event looks like an event in the story of the seeker. The event of waking up will exactly be the waking up when you can hear, oh, this event is still in the mind. It will not be it. And the fact is that those who take the event of waking up for it, they are misled. It will not be you, Valmiki, even though you hear it, but maybe you will hear it for the first time. It will not be you as a human who will have a no event. The no event is always here. Forget about an event. Forget about the whole thing. Whatever you can forget belongs to someone. Whatever is possible to forget belongs to someone. And who you are is never lost, never gained. There is nobody there to interfere. While all these things are going on. Huh? I tell you in my own story, I got two big glimpses in all this journey. And I always took, because I didn't hear enough well, the glimpse for it. And my luck is that working, chewing with a tool, because it was my way, the tool I heard from my guide, finally I really took seriously that it can never be an event. So let's say when the third time it came, I never took it for it. Never. And suddenly it became all right. That you cannot lose. So it's so... I don't know what can be made out of this, but... That's why, you see, one is often reluctant to speak of his story. Because in a story, one will... stories of somebody, and there will be like beginning of a search, and then all whatever happens, and the end of a search eventually. But it's not about all that at all. And the proof is that some, really, now I've seen some people, it's out of the blue. Some searched, but as they didn't have a one frame, it was out of the blue in a way. And some didn't even search. Ramana didn't search, will you believe? I don't know why, I never was struck by it, but it's amazing. After all, he's a figure for us. Yeah? So, all that to say what? To say that don't rely on your story anymore. Don't have that reference now. That's it. Or? Mm. Yeah.
Ganga. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Yesterday,
Yourself laugh before I laugh. Huh? Okay. Today, so.
I just wanted the microphone and and ask something, but always when I want to ask something, and then afterwards it's clear, okay, this is the mind, and blah blah blah. It's always like this, and then okay, what could I ask Ganga? And then there is something else, and then it's cleared again. Because
Yes, so the clarity doesn't stop the mind.
clarity doesn't stop. Yeah, if I'm in
Okay.
satsang, yes.
Okay, the clarity doesn't stop the mind because it is in the mind.
It stops for a moment, yes.
That is the clarity, that is the effect of the clarity.
Yes.
Still in the mind.
Still in the mind.
Yeah.
Okay. And one question always comes again. I know it's the mind,
Tell it.
but it's just, you know me now for maybe 1.5 years, and what do you recommend what I should do, or whatever? Is there something what I can do else? If you would speak with somebody else, maybe you would say, yeah, Gopal is a little bit stupid, and it's this and this.
No, that doesn't come.
Yeah. No, just what yeah.
What can I do?
What
I am telling you
Yes.
every time what
Yes.
I have to tell you. I don't think I can add anything. Everything has been spoken. And so rather than to keep it as a knowledge, wake up when it's your time. More knowledge unless you need, but from my side, I cannot express more.
What is it? But there is still something which...
You tell it, I don't tell that. And why you say so? Because you listen to some ideas in your mind that is not fitting with your experience or whatever. But that is your problem then. Why have you some reference? Why you have some ideas and then why you suffer because of that? Unless you have a search in the psychic or in the, But if you tell it's about who I am in reality, this has no meaning, in fact. So, yeah, that's what I can tell you.
Yeah, because there is still a lot of purification.
Oh, long. Take some good soap then. German soap is known. There is a German soap who removes all the stains. They use it. Are they more enlightened?
And I'm aware it's the body-mind who thinks it's purification, or it has nothing to do with what I am.
Then why you repeat it? If it comes, okay, it comes, but why to come to a place where you know it will be fired? Why? You like so much this idea?
This idea?
Huh?
What I like
This
most?
idea you
this
like
idea.
so much?
No.
No? Then what? And don't develop the idea also there is no purification to make or to do. You see, because this is just an answer again of your mind. You just have to keep quiet, in fact, and let the mind play, but then you know it is the mind. It's a big difference. Is there then a search possible if you keep quiet and if there is something going on, or even nothing is going on, you know where it's the realm of it? Is there any search possible?
I don't understand.
Because I think I was clear.
Yeah, it was clear
Yeah.
before, yeah.
So it's because there is still an idea, probably, even if you hear it, but there is an idea that you have to mature more and purify more or whatever.
Yeah, I need to work.
You need to work. Yeah, you need to work to support your family, but you don't need to work to be even a better man, which will be very hard to attain. It doesn't bring anything more than again a seeker will be there. You have not seen that enough, maybe. What do you think? You are not convinced.
Yeah, it's something was coming that I'm not maybe. But I know just if I tell this, it's an idea or a thought. And then if I am, then I'm already in the I and in the person.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It will always go on,
Yeah.
as long as we live.
Yeah.
It's because you want something else, you see. You want heaven.
Heaven. Thank you.
Is it chai time? Where are you, Valmiki? Pondering. Huh? Hmm?
Yeah, they are like waves, no? They can stay quiet or
But
for a
it
long time
will
and then
not!
come.
It will not! It will not. What appears is waves only. Are waves only. What appears are waves only. It's sometimes big, sometimes not, sometimes small, sometimes furious. That is the right description of what you are not. That will not change. There will be always someone saying that. And it's perfect in its own. Now, who are you? Tell me something. Who are you? Anything? Tell. Don't think. Tell something. Who are you? Tell. That's very good. That's a very good answer. You see, whatever else you know is the appearance. It will not change. It's already the self expressing itself. And when I ask you, who are you? Suddenly you can't say anything. You're right. It's not in the realm of the appearance. That's what you are. That's what you cannot lose. Nor gain. It will not be the result of a gain. Voilà.
Ganga,
Yeah.
yesterday,
Attends, because quickly. Yes, yesterday.
yesterday you were asking if there's still something we need to know. We
Uh-huh.
you know, and so there was no question, but still the eye is falling again and again in this trap to believe that it's real. Although it knows about itself.
Yeah, so you describe very well what it is not. It's not the I which will not fall into identification anymore. That's what I say. You describe very well what it is not and what will endlessly present itself. And if you can see that, you are not that. You are that which sees it. Keep quiet. Yeah.
So this was my question, if there's something missing or if just keeping quiet.
Why do you speak after what I tell you?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry for you.
Okay.
But you have not lost yourself. Ja.